as we have created all the documents for our life insurance application. So let's put them in Jira. The advantage is, firstly, all the things would be recorded, nothing will be lost. Secondly, if we want to assign it to developers and get the things done and managed well, it is quite important to put them in Jira and track the status for it. So that's why in every project we use a project management software, and Jira is one of the best software. So to in order to get started, we just need to open Google and type Jira login, and further we need to click on login to continue, and we can log in using Gmail. And as I've already logged in, so after logging in, what you need to do is you need to click on this application button, and here from here we have to select Jira. Okay. Okay. So next step is we'll be creating up the space or the project. So in order to create up the space, we need to click on the plus button, and then we can select product roadmap, and in these categories we can select software development and Scrum, and we'll get the work type as epic, story, bug, task, subtask, exact things that we need. Okay, and the workflow would be to do, in progress, and done. Okay, that sounds good, and we can use the exact same template, and then we'll use template, and we'll name it as life insurance application, applications, and then we can select as team managed life, and probably we can click on next. We can enter the email IDs of the people that we want in this team. So I'm just adding few emails. Connect your work. Okay, and done. So this is our board. Now the next step is we'll be creating up the epic. That is our higher objective. And we'll be selecting the epic. So our epic name would be life insurance digital application and automated underwriting system. And we have to give the description. So description will be from document overview to out of scope and current business problems, plus what is this, to propose solutions to system impacted assumption and dependencies, and probably will include the business requirements as well. So complete business requirement document, we'll be putting that in epic. Assignee will assign it to me, and we'll take the today's date, and that's it. I think so we can create it. Let's open it. Okay. Yep, we had it. So if we have created the epic, now it's the time to create a user stories, like 3 or 4 user stories that we have created. We can add it over here. So work type would be and story, and probably will be naming it as per our business requirement document. So the name would be proposal submission for the first one, and in the description, now we have to open up the user story. User story and the acceptance criteria, and then parent would be the epic, and then probably I'll assign it to Tushar, and then probably in the attachment I'll open up the proposal generation, and then probably in the attachment I'll attach the activity diagram plus the wireframe. Okay, I think that is enough and we'll create it. Okay, so we have that in the sprint proposal submission, and same way we'll be creating up the other um, user story document that we have created. Then it's a premium calculation engine. We'll click on create button, story, premium calculation engine, and then we'll copy the description, inputs, and acceptance criteria and put that in the description. Assign it to Paramjeet, and then parent would be the Epic sprint. I'll select the first sprint, and then probably attachment would be the activity diagram and the wireframe. So activity diagram plus the wireframe, and I'll be creating it. Same way I have to create it for automated underwriting system. So let me copy that as well. Automated underwriting, and then I'll click on create. Story summary would be automated underwriting. I have to copy the description and acceptance criteria. And then parent would be same, the Epic, and the sprint would be the life sprint one, and then probably in the attachment, automated underwriting, and then I have to select the flow diagram and wireframe, and then create. So now the final user story, that would be payment processing and policy issuance. And policy issuance, we're going to take up the description and acceptance criteria. Parent would be the Epic, and then the attachments. And I'll create it. So probably we are done with creating up the user story, but I think in one of the sprint we can have just one user story, and rest we'll put that in the backlog. Maybe that would be better. Work item to backlog. Maybe yeah, that would be better. Okay, perfect. I think so. I think that's it. Now we can track up the user story as well because of the Jira, and we can see the status. We can assign it to the developers, and probably they can create a subtask to that. So what probably developers can do is to this user story, they can read to it, and then they can probably create up the create up task of maybe the development, and probably in the parent they can put up this user story as live 2. Okay. So that's all regarding setting up Jira and creating up the epics and user stories.